Hey guys, welcome back. You've seen him on the show before, and he's always up on the latest products on the market to help you with your DIY projects. Let's check in with Brent Gentling for Bring Your Own Tools.
Now it's time for Hot for Your House.
You know, when it comes to social media and remodeling projects, there is one guy I love to lean on, and he's even here in the Pacific Northwest. Brent, BYOT, welcome back to Around the House, my friend.
Thanks for having me, Eric. Appreciate it.
Man, you have been all over blowing up social media. I just absolutely love watching your page grow because you've been tackling some great projects.
Yep, I'm still at the tutorial-based content, DIY content, trying to help everyone learn how to build. I've been building some very large things, just did a huge deck remodel and installed the fastest railing I've ever installed on a deck before, which was very impressive and very nice.
Nice. What did you learn from that? Because, you know, every time I tackle a big project, I walk away going, I could have done this differently, or I learned this. Was there a lot of good takeaways on these?
You know, I always think back about the fact that I need a second hand. It's always easier to do a deck project with a second person. I'm normally that individual that does everything solo, but there's
Same.
so many small things that I don't have to do myself. It'd be nice to have some just general labor or hopefully a kid around the neighborhood that wants to make some money.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, cool, man. What was awesome about that railing? Was that railing something that was super cool that was just easy to put in? Because sometimes railing is the challenge on the deck project.
So it's a next level product. It actually won an award at International Builder Show this year. It's from a company called Barrett Outdoor Living, and
Okay.
they call it their RDI elevation rail system. And the beautiful thing about it is that it is a cable rail system, and if you've ever installed a normal cable rail system, you have to thread that one cable along every single post and connect every single one together, then tighten it down properly.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, you literally just set the posts in place, every 4 feet, 5 feet, and so forth. And then there's a kit system where literally the cable is spun in between the kit system, and you literally just slide the kit into the post on both sides and then tighten it down in the middle. And every single stainless steel cable is perfectly aligned.
Nice, man. I was going to ask you, are there any tools and products out there that you're running into that you're like, oh, man, this is the coolest thing? Last time you were on here, you had some killer stuff.
I'll give you a few fun ones. I'll give you two. Number one, I think everyone that has used a zip tie. I feel like everyone has personally used a zip tie, and I enjoy zip ties. They always come in handy, but you always have to cut off that excess.
Yep.
Well, these zip ties actually have a serrated edge on both sides, so when it ties tight, you literally just twist off the excess with your fingers.
Oh, cool.
Amazing. And it's something that's so simple, but I immediately saw that and I was like, yes, I know exactly what that's for, and thank you. Why was that not invented years ago?
I don't know how many times I've been inside of an electrical panel and I'm doing some work and the electrician did this beautiful work and I just run my hand right past that zip tie and it's like it's a sharp knife edge and all of a sudden I'm like, where am I bleeding from? And it's from the
Yep,
zip ties.
yep. They're called tie reach. I also, for someone that might not be an everyday thing where people want to use it or need it, but I also saw the largest, toughest table vise I've ever seen in my entire life, and the manufacturer is actually here in the Pacific Northwest.
Oh, cool. Who's
So
that?
they're called Fireball Tools, and they actually have a YouTube channel as well that's close to 1 million followers. And this table vise was the beefiest vise I've ever seen in my entire life. And they put this thing to the test on their YouTube channel, which I saw. They literally imagine Thor's hammer
Mm-hmm.
and imagine it in real life. And that's what they had there. It was an 80-pound hammer that was 5 feet long. And they literally tested their vise with some of the other more comparable vices out there that are massive and well known. And this thing by far destroyed the competition.
Wow. Okay, I gotta check that out. I'm gonna have to get one of those for my shop because that's pretty awesome. My last vise is actually broken for me hitting metal with a hammer on it. So now I gotta put that
Yeah.
to the test.
Yeah, I think I'd have to like take my entire lifespan and hit this thing with a hammer and still probably wouldn't crack it.
I like it. That is awesome. And you've got a lot of travels coming up here because we're, after we get through the holidays, there's going to be a ton of shows coming out. That January, February, March is trade show season across the U.S. in the building and construction industry.
Yeah, well, with my platform, I still consistently do detailed tutorial based content every other week, but now I'm very heavily involved in the trade show realm just because of the viral nature, and I love seeing new innovations in tools as well as materials in the construction trade that I can then bring onto the channel. And but just between February and January, we have World of Concrete, we have International Builder Show, we have the Kitchen and Bath Show, we also have National Hardware Show. So it's going to be a very busy couple of months that I cannot wait for because I will have a plethora of content to share.
So, Brent, where's the best people to find you? A place for people to find you out there? Because I want people to really know that you've got great content out there so they can see for themselves.
Yeah, you can find me basically anywhere, whether it's TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, at BYO Tools. So BYOTOOLS.
You got it, brother. Thanks for coming on today. I love what you're talking about. I can't wait till next time.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.